This episode presents an audio-only podcast. The thoughts and expressions shared may be upsetting and/or triggering to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Maine Attraction. I got a co-host with me today. You might have seen her on Instagram. You might have seen her on TikTok as Kia Tabia. You might even seen her on YouTube on
Life of Kia.
Life of Kia. Sorry, slipped my mind. Sorry. Um. Zakia, how you feeling today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Um. So so today, sorry. So today, Zakia and I were having a discussion in regards to a lot of crazy things we've been seeing. A lot of crazy things. In this situation, in regards to the shooting that happened in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
the guy who killed 18 kids.
18 kids, 2 adults, and his grandmother.
You killed your grandma.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's I don't want to say insane. Then he died, but then people start getting, he gets the mental, you know what I'm saying, the mental health.
But that's the excuse every time, with the Caucasian community. I feel like,
Yeah, they definitely get away with that.
yes.
They killed 13 people, 2 dogs. They shot up a neighborhood, stabbed the guy in the face. They go to court. He's mentally disabled or whatever the case, and he gets away with he gets far less of a punishment that he should have gotten.
Correct. I feel the same way. Just like the Buffalo shooting, I believe they said, if I'm not mistaken, that that suspect was actually placed in a home.
I'm not sure.
At first, before everything, they were doing trial, or maybe after. I'm not sure, but I believe I saw that online. I'm like, that's
Okay.
crazy.
That is crazy. That is very crazy. So yeah, that's crazy, and with a guy with 2 kids that are in practically in around that same age group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not, I mean, they're younger, but still, same idea. 2
Yes.
kids, 2 little girls. It's just on one part I'm pissed off, and I'm afraid for my kids. Because I almost have this feeling that they're not entirely safe when I'm not around. And then you add on the fact that I don't know, like some psycho can just just take their life for no apparent reason, just because, who knows the reason. There's no motive for killing kids, like, at all. Your grandma, bro, really?
Right.
Teachers, like, innocent lives in general.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really think about, and this isn't something he just woke up, it's Tuesday, let me go do this. It was premeditated.
You can tell. If you look at him, you could tell something wasn't right.
Yeah, you can just look. Yeah. I hate to be that guy to be a judgy, but sometimes you can look at somebody and tell something ain't what's up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like we I don't know, but I was talking to Zakia earlier, and we were talking about how this kind of makes us want to do. It's like borderline, like, yo, maybe we should homeschool the kids.
Yeah.
It's like borderline something like that. So yeah, this is kind of insane.
I would definitely have to say my heart is kind of broken for the parents because they sent their kids to school, a place that's supposed to be a safe environment for them to learn different things about the world, colors, because they're elementary, from 2nd to 4th grade, I believe it was 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and it's supposed to be like a safe place for them, and for you to send your child to school and then all of a sudden, maybe they were watching the news or got a text or something, alert on their phone that this is going on. As a parent, how do you react? I wouldn't know what to do if I got that, and then you rush to school. You just praying and hoping that this isn't my child,
Yeah.
and um, all of a sudden, they just bringing bodies out, and and it's just they're so little and helpless, and then it's just crazy. I just can't believe it, and I feel my prayers definitely go out to the family,
Oh,
and
definitely.
I see why the schools. I feel first of all, I feel like schools should get more security. Like there should be secure. I feel like there should be cameras all around. Cause my thing is, I don't know much about guns. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about guns, but I heard the size guns he had. One of them was a pretty big size.
Yeah, I seen the picture. They were definitely
Yeah. So,
automatics.
my question is, did he get buzzed in the school for one? How did he get in? Did he say, "Oh, I'm related to such and such," or was it just "Oh, I could walk in the door"? Y'all didn't see on camera there's somebody walking with a gun. Like that's my questions. And then it's I feel like I said, I feel like schools should get more security. It should be cameras. It should be getting before you get buzzed in. Who are you here for? Oh, your brother. What's your brother's name? Because it's just ridiculous how that just happens to these kids. Like
It could have been one of those situations too. So, our apologies. We aren't as knowledgeable on the entire situation. We just know what happened. We don't know at what point. We don't know where the kids were. We just know a small part of it, and by means of that, we're saying like we don't know. Maybe they were on their way going inside from recess. Maybe they were going in from school, going in, or maybe they were leaving because some kids were outside when it happened.
well, I did see a story that said some kids were running out because they heard the gunshot. So that I did see that. So maybe that's possibly why some of them were already outside. Maybe the teachers was telling them go. They was probably close or near to exit. So that's probably what was going on.
That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's like the third or fourth mass shooting that happened in the last 30 days. It's insane. Like but even then it's like what can we do as parents to assure our kids, safety, because when they're out of our hands, they're out of our hands. We got to trust them with some stranger. I don't want to say it like that, but we don't know. They might not. We don't know they're gonna jump in front of a bullet for our kids. Ain't no test for that. And it's not like they do a psychological test on the kids that's there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're not really fully aware of the safety protocols. It's like, and by means of at least our kids' school. For those that don't know, Zakia is my child's mother, or Jasmine's my girl's mother. And so that's why we're talking about our kids. So when it comes to our daughters, we can't just go inside the school. We don't even know what her classroom looked like. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody can go in there except the teachers, the personnel, and the students. Originally, it was I believe maybe it's because of COVID, but now I didn't like it at first, but now I definitely understand why. You can't go in and just do stupid stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And so that's something. I guess that's measures that you have to do because to prevent stupid stuff like this. This is insane, and it also bothers me because kids, especially at this age, they can't even defend themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like no matter how hard they run, first off, they have no sense of direction, and by like to understand what's happening. They know to run, but they don't know to be quiet. They're freaking out. They're gonna scream. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the concept of fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? They listen to the teacher. They looking at the teacher. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. There's no way you can teach your kid at second grade, hey, look, this happened. How do you teach kids something like that? How do you prepare for something like that? Which is why we was thinking of like homeschooling or something like that. Because it's become far too frequent. Not even necessarily just school shootings, but like these random shootings in general. It's like it's insane. I Yeah, it's insane.
It kind of reminds me. I don't know if you remember the Sandy Hook shooting.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That happened years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
They were talking about that too.
but yeah, that's just so sad because I'm not sure if it was nearly the same amount or close to it. But I remember they said one of the teachers hid her students in cubbies or like cabinets and told them, be quiet. And then when the shooter came in there, I guess she said, her kids was basically in the gym or something. And then I guess she got shot. But you mentioned, far as us protecting our kids, this isn't even far. Like I would have to say, even when as babies, you want to protect them, but as parents, your job never stops because as they get,
I got the numbers. So the Sandy Hook. So it looks like it was 19 kids.
see, yeah, I knew it was
So
almost around.
no.
Right?
19 kids, not 18 no more.
Oh, for
The recent one.
the recent one. Okay, what about Sandy Hook?
Sandy Hook was 20 kids and 6 employees.
Okay, well, definitely more employees, but it's just sad. And then, far as like I said, you mentioned protecting your kid is
That's
kind of
stupid,
like at
bro.
the end of the world.
These people are cowards, man.
Yeah.
If you got something going on with yourself, off yourself. Swallow this Advil. You can get that for $7.
Yeah, I
Off yourself.
I don't know what his motive was, but because
There's no motive for killing kids. There's no motive for killing your grandma.
yeah, I don't know, but I don't know what his I guess I don't know what his story was like, because the guy before I think the Sandy Hook one, if I'm not mistaken, his mother was a teacher there, and that was his
Yeah, but
relation to the school. But what was this guy like? You just any mini mighty mo. I'm gonna pick this school and go.
no,
And
I'm gonna
just
say
shoot
this
it up
though.
or something?
I'm not advising people just kill themselves. I don't. But I'm not with the suicide stuff. But I'm saying like if you gonna choose, if you gotta choose between random lives or yourself, pick yourself. Like especially people who ain't got nothing to do with. They don't know you. Don't know your first name. They don't know your shoe size. You know what I'm saying? Like they know nothing about you, and you just gonna kill somebody, innocent kid.
Yeah, and it's just so sad and definitely breaks my heart. And like I said, as a parent, your job just never stops. When they're younger, you feel like you have to protect them more. But as they get older, you still have to protect it. It don't matter. With my two girls, I know once they get 18, 19, 20, I'm still want to protect them from the world because how this world is. I'm definitely going to try to teach my girls and raise them. At the end of the day, no one can be trusted. No one can be trusted. They snatch your kids left and right off the streets and all type of stuff. For what?
And then, yeah, I mean, as a whole, the world is becoming like chaotic. Like we got people, at least just in the United States, it's like becoming mad chaotic. All these mass shootings. You can't even go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, it was hard for me to sleep because of that. Because my mom, she frequently shops at Pick and Save. You know what I'm saying? Or grocery stores in general. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I thought about because it was older people, mostly women that died in that. These people are cowards, man. They don't never. Let me see you pull up to the hood and do that. You know what I'm saying?
With that,
Shoot. It's just like, what's your mentality, bro? If you got at least with the guy in New York or at Buffalo, is that Buffalo? Is it called Buffalo, New
Yeah.
York? Okay. He had a motive. He was out here trying to kill black people. That was his motive. But they, you know what I'm saying? This the thing. This my beef with those people. They prey on the, sorry. These people prey on the weak. You know what I'm saying? These people prey on people who can't defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, go somewhere where they 30 guns per house. Go there and do that Call of Duty shit. You know what I'm saying? Go there, go to not to the school, you feel me? Go somewhere, go to a police station and air it out. You know what I'm saying? And see how your chances is when it's a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to shoot no fucking kids up, you coward. And then not only are you, it's like, you know what I'm saying, people got to deal with that from losing their kids. His family got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? It just trickles down. Like, you're not just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
with him, I feel like, first of all, I feel like the people had no time to even react with him. He was getting out the car, just going, you know, just spitting bullets right away. But it's kind of like um, you judging people by the color of their skin, and but we could be doing the same. Let's be honest. And this is why it's a good thing to be in your kid's life and figure out what's going on, what's on their mind. Because at the end of the day, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm sure this is not an overnight thing. I'm sure he probably planned this
No.
out because he
Yep.
went hours away
I
from where he
told you.
lived.
So that picture that was posted, he posted those pictures with the automatics and things like that on the 28th of
Right.
April. So we're nearly a month away from that. This is definitely premeditated. Definitely. Um, this is just something I never, unlike a lot of people I know, it's like another day for them. You know, they hear it, they're like, dang, all right, so what we doing tomorrow? You know, it's not another day for me. It's like, god damn, like, you know, when is enough enough? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? People just innocently getting shot, taken down,
Mm-hmm.
just this off the census for what?
Mm-hmm.
What's your purpose, bro? Like, and this the thing. This is what I say. Now, I find it mad funny that how something wasn't stopped taken into account um, on the social media tip. Now I say this because this. Let's say in regards to either Facebook or whatever, I don't know where you posted that. If I take a picture, let's say somebody posts something and I say, be dude up. I'm blocked. I'm banned off that website or site or whatever app for at least that day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm banned. You know what I'm saying? Somebody posts something like this, you know what I'm saying? Or anything in regards to, I don't know, on the level of ignorance. It seems like, I don't know.
I
I
feel
don't
like
want to say something too silly and then I
yeah, I don't want to say nothing too silly, but I have to say this: his picture alone should have been banned. That man, the not the Buffalo one, but the Texas one. I'm sorry, but he looked it real crazy. Like y'all didn't look at his picture and just ban him off of that. Like that was crazy. I just don't understand. And like I said, as a parent, you should. I believe the Buffalo guy.
mm-hmm.
I'm calling him the Buffalo guy because that's where it happened. I don't know his name. Don't care. But he was 18 too, right? Around that age. So
Uh,
they said,
yeah, he was around the same age.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like I said,
21, I believe.
parents need to sit down and talk to their kids. I told Clementis that I want to sit down with the girls as they get older, at least
You
once a
know,
week to try to figure out what's going on in their lives
yeah, but
and
that's the
stuff.
thing though. That's the thing though. It's not even that we need to make it our routine. That's something we do regularly. We always ask them how school. We always check up on our babies, like because I'll be damned if a kid bullying them. I fight
Yeah,
kids.
and
I'll punch a 3 year old.
even with that, I feel like the bullying. I see a lot of kids committing suicide over bullying for what? And let me tell you something. If Jasmine comes to me and tell me that she's getting bullied by someone, and I go to the school and I feel like you're not doing anything about it, she's out of that school.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I going to keep my daughter there and keep getting bullied? Because y'all, oh, we're just going to switch them to different classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about when they pass the
That was my
hallway?
nephew. He
What?
was in that same
Yeah,
situation.
why would I do that? I'm taking my daughter out of school. I would never want my kids to feel like I have to end my own life to stop this bully.
Right.
We're not doing that. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
Like it's just ridiculous, and
Right.
it's so much stuff.
That's
going
You gotta
on.
listen. You gotta take your time out, listen to your kids,
Mm-hmm.
and learn the environment they're in. Like we met our kids' teacher, and we met everyone. We haven't never been inside though, except when we was registering them. But
Mm-hmm.
we're pretty familiar where our kid goes and all that, who they be around and all that. So we understand that much, and we try to. I don't know. I lost my train of thought just now. I lost my train of thought, but
We try to keep up with everything. Our kids, I'll say our kids do. Her teacher, although we've never been inside the school or we don't know, maybe
let's say it
Jasmine
sounds
assigned
bad.
seat.
We never been inside the classrooms.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
been
I was
inside
gonna
the
say that,
schools
but
as a whole.
but I'm not. I can't even be mad at it really. We first of all we never asked.
Right. The
Go.
touche.
But also we don't know where her assigned seat is and stuff. But I can say her teacher does send pictures to me, and then I show comment because it's a little app they have or whatever. So, but I guess I can kind of say I'm happy that they don't let us in a little bit because even with, let's just say I just go crazy one day and play the, oh, I'm psycho role or whatever, and I say, oh, I'm going into school for Jasmine, and then her last name, and then they don't know I got a pistol. Next you know, I just shoot everybody up. That's why I kind of, and they don't allow that. They don't allow you to come in at all. They say, who you here for? Jasmine such and such.
Yeah.
They bring her to the door. Here you go with her book bag, her coat, and I
Yeah.
kind of respect that a little bit.
It's it's becoming a thing where as I got older in my schools, always went to, well, for the most part, I went to schools in rougher neighborhoods. So our schools had metal detectors. It's becoming more of a thing like we need these damn metal detectors in these schools, and I guess just double down on security and who's coming into the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. There's no way we can
I feel like there's no way parents should have to worry about the safety of their children in school. I feel like us as parents, we have to do something about it. It's ridiculous. If we all have to take our kids out of school, so the school would know, look, we not, so teachers would know. It's basically the parents going on strike. Either y'all get better security or the school getting shut down. Y'all not gonna make no money.
Yeah.
Because why should my child have to sacrifice? Get, I don't know if I'm using the correct word for it. Why should my child lose their life, his or her life, when this is supposed to be their kids, their safe place, besides home? And I just feel like we as parents, we have to do something about it, because now these parents have to go home and sit in his or her room just crying. Like, dang, I could never see my child again.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, just imagine. They probably had dinner prepared or little snacks on the table. Oh, when such and such come
home, and even think about it, and even thinking about it, like from a different, like from this perspective, like, they was having a rough morning. The kid was being like, I don't know, like you told the, I don't know, like you were kind of mean to the kid like that day. You guys were both having a rough morning or something, and last thing you said to the kid was, shut up and get ready for school. Something silly, something like that. But imagine if that's like the last thing you said to your kid before you took him to school. And I don't know, that kind of stuff sticks with you. But like I said, it's just it's sad, it's sick, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's hurtful and it's sad.
Yeah.
Because like I said, as a parent, you just go to school and you just praying that it's not your child. Like, I bet you that parent that saw their child run out after everything was good with their backpack was just like, holding up. I'm be honest, they probably not gonna send their kids back to school for a while.
Yeah, hell,
they probably
never.
not. They probably like, no. And even it messes with your head. I know those parents, because they gotta stay strong, especially the parents that has more children. So they have to stay strong and try to get through everything, but they have to bury their baby for no reason, because this young man, this fool, this idiot, yes, I'm calling him that, because you want to go. Huh?
Nothing less than.
Yes, because you want to go shoot up a school. And then, another thing, what your grandma have to do with it? I'm pretty sure, first of all, she's grandma. She already up there in age. My brother, just let her die.
Brother ain't no brother. He ain't no brother.
That's true.
He ain't no brother.
That's true.
That man.
But let her go on in peace. Like, what is wrong with you? So, he probably was living with his grandma.
He probably was. Or he probably got his grandma's gun. Who knows? I don't know.
No, that ain't his grandma's gun. That man.
She probably strapped.
Nah. Remember they said he could carry at 18?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They lowered the age in
he
Texas
took that to his
18.
advantage. They like, 18? He probably was going through a lot. He was clearly in high school, about to graduate.
Yeah, that's the thing. My man didn't even go to that school, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how he ended up at that school. So clearly you weren't gettable. I feel like he just wanted to be like I feel like he saw his people, I'm sorry, how they were, and he just wanted to do something. I feel like that a little bit.
No, you see, and that's the thing. It's becoming more. What's the word? It's like I don't know. It's happening. It's happening more it's happening more and more. Like
Mm-hmm.
these mass shootings, these um, uh, uh, these I'm gonna just say these white people.
Mm-hmm.
These white people come in and do mass shootings, whether they're trying to eradicate a race,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's their version of genocide, or I forgot it's a certain term they used, some type of replacement. I forgot the actual terminology, but I believe it's some form of genocide. You know, when
So,
they're erasing a race or something, or 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 maybe it's I know that's what the one in Buffalo was. He was doing some form of that, because I don't know. It's kind of hard to assume things aren't race
mm-hmm.
when you predominantly have these Caucasian people doing stuff like this,
It's race. It's
and
all of
they're
it has to do
going
with race.
to places where they're one they don't live,
Mm-hmm.
two they either travel or they travel or they travel to do it and it's planned out, and they attack one group of people,
Mm-hmm.
like the one in Buffalo in particular. My man's had the gun aimed at a white guy and said sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said, "Oh, sorry."
Not even a second before he just shot someone else. He said
Mm-hmm.
sorry when he's aimed the gun at that
And
guy.
it's like, what did these innocent people do to you? You hate us because of the color of our skin,
That's
and
because
like I
black is
said,
man. We powerful, man.
but
They
let's
man, we powerful, man. Like
but
that's the thing, man. People, these man. Look, let me say this. These motherfuckers want to act like this their country. You feel me? This country was built on black people backs. Literally, we built this shit. Like this ain't no more our country than it is. I mean, ain't no less. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more y'all country than it is ours. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Y'all have been taking y'all whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And then y'all get raised up. Nobody tells y'all what it is. Like yo, you crazy, or you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, like you can't be out here acting like that. You can't be this. Your mama let you, your parents let you do whatever you want to do. You don't call your mom, you call her Sarah. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Your neighborhood don't put you in check. When I was younger we tried, we yell at our parent or whatever. The people in the neighborhood be like, hey, don't talk to your mom like that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Stuff like that. Like um fuck out of here.
I feel
Like
like
these people are cowards,
I
man.
feel like let's take it back to slavery times. Even uh, back then, you guys hated us. Let's be like you said, keep it real. Y'all hated us, but y'all were raping us women. Why not just go to your wife? I didn't understand
Nobody
that.
want that.
And well, that's not my fault.
They
Like
do
I
not
don't
want that.
understand. And you come at us for the color of our skin. We could do the same
No,
thing.
I mean,
We
that's
can
the
go
thing.
tit for tat if we really wanted
No,
to.
it ain't no tit for tat. I'm telling you. You could point. You could do a three. You could close your eyes blindfolded, spin around 12 times, and point to something random. Bet you a black person invented that.
That's
Bet you.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like I believe it was the filament inside the light bulb that the black person invented. It was something like
We did
that.
a lot of stuff.
You know what
Like a
I'm
lot of stuff.
saying? And it's just stuff like
They
that.
don't never. They don't talk about that though.
Of
They don't
course
talk
they
about
don't talk about that. The only time you hear about a little lick of it is on Black History Month.
that. Right. And
You feel me?
what's the
But
class that we took that talks about that? Real history or
World
something.
history?
Yeah,
No,
that's
they
the
don't
way.
talk about Black history stuff on
Well,
World history.
they
They
did
talk
that
about
in
it's a lot of lies in those books. What I'm saying is though, man, it comes to a time it's almost like we need our own utopia for blacks. No lie. You know what I'm saying? Not that whites can't come, but I mean it's
Mm-hmm.
ours. You know what I'm saying?
uh, I feel like I mean if it's ours, it's ours.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel it's
But
ours, but I remember when we had Black Wall Street. We had our own neighborhoods. Not it's before my time, of course, but communities were thriving. We were working in our neighborhood, putting money back into our neighborhoods, buying stuff in our neighborhoods, um, protecting our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? What happened? We got these white people coming in there, burning our people down, burning our businesses down, killing our kids. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Doing stuff like that. You feel me? Let's just be real. Anything you could think of, without a little bit of that, black sauce, it won't be nothing.
Yeah,
TikTok. Black nobody TikTok. Black people made TikTok what it is now. Like I'm just saying from a creative standpoint, um, ideas and sports. You know what I'm saying? Is all of these things is that I feel like we just we powerful, man. Like we without us, there a lot of these things wouldn't be what it is. Like you know what I'm saying? Like why people hate us, who knows? Like you know what I'm saying? It can be a color. You can look at it as that, but then people will be punching trees all day, cutting trees. You know what I'm saying? Like with the brownness or whatever. Like it's I think it's because of what's inside us. You know what I'm saying? No matter what we've been put through all these years, whether it's slavery, oppression, um, just being targeted by police officers and our white counterparts, we still stand. You know what I'm saying? And they hate when we stand as a community. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, they hate that. It's stuff like that.
And I feel like, who are you to sit here and for our slavery time and make someone your slave because the color of their skin? Like, how dare you? I know if it was me back then, I would never survive because I'm the first of all, our great grandparents, great are very strong people. Going through all of that, we not even, let's be honest, what's going on now is not even half of what they went through. That was like, oh my gosh. So I give them props. But it's like, it's ridiculous. And I feel like we're already getting killed, like you said, by the police officers and different stuff. And us as a black community, I feel like we need to learn to stand together, because if we're getting killed by, not saying they are enemy or whatever, but and then we turn around and killing each other because of gang or this side of the street. You came on my side or my side of town. You taking your own brother, although y'all don't share the same blood or DNA, away from their family because of he came on your street or your block or something like that. That's ridiculous. Like, that's sad. Like, we need to look at the bigger picture here and see what's going on. Our people is dying out really fast.
Yeah. It's like, imagine how strong we would be if we just really took our time to not only just work on ourselves mentally and actually educate ourselves by reading books and stuff, but if we came together as a community, put some businesses up here, protect our businesses, make sure nothing happens over here, this is this, because back in the day, that's actually what gangs did. Like, I don't know if the Black Panthers would be considered a gang. I wouldn't consider them a gang, but that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? They protected the community. They was pretty much. I was thinking in the lines like a Malcolm X type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, gangs need to go back to that. There's no way this my block. You don't own anything on that block.
Everybody that stood up for us back in the day, and it's like our community doesn't even care. Martin Luther King, for instance, he did everything that he possibly could do so that everybody can be, we weren't segregated anymore. And it's like our generation of people just don't see that. They don't care. This man lost his life. Like, it's kind of like, it's really sad.
Yeah.
And I feel like we just got to do better. I was just talking to Kwame earlier today with our communities. I feel like we should get together and start our own neighborhood watch. Watch out for our own people. Watch out and make sure our kids are okay. I remember one time I was actually older and I was playing with my sister where we used to live, and we were outside. It was dark outside, and we were just out there playing tag or something. But we were much older, and we was like screaming. Our neighbor came to the window. She said, "What's going on out there? You guys okay?" And it was like, "Yeah, we're just playing." She said, "Okay, we look out in this neighborhood. I heard screaming. I'm making sure, And I'm like, that's crazy, because what if something was really going on, And I just feel like, that was nice of her to even step in like that. And I remember you told me today about I want to ask you, the shooting that happened at the church, was that also a Caucasian person that?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's always that.
Do you know why that person did that, or is it just?
Nah, there's no reason. There's no. I could say anything. He lost in the game of darts, and the people who took his money that was in that church.
Mm,
Nah, it could be anything. There's no reason. Look, none of us. We can't play God.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like who? Come on now. Like no. Um, but I agree with you saying. With the neighborhood watch stuff, like I feel like a problem is accountability. You know what I'm saying? We allow destruction in our neighborhoods.
mm,
We allow it. We see trash in our neighborhoods. We see people graffiti on our blocks. We see just all these shootings and all this violence and everything in our neighborhoods, and we don't do nothing about it. Either by approaching, not necessarily stepping in the middle of a fight necessarily, but by you see some people standing on the block doing whatever. Like, come on,
mm.
hey,
Yeah, I definitely agree.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like we don't have that togetherness no more. I feel like we move into a neighborhood and we never know our neighbors. Years and years can go by. I don't know who to the left of me, and I don't know who to the right with me of me. Why not get to know the neighbors? So then, even if I'm at my house, the neighbor sitting outside, I know my child is safe because she to the right is watching, she to the left.
that's how it was when
you
we
know,
was in Illinois.
yeah,
My auntie knew who was alongside us. But yeah, I believe in community, having a
yeah,
strong
having a
community,
strong community.
having a strong community. That's where you thrive at. You gotta start somewhere. Like, there's no way. And it's the funny thing. We're quick to destroy our own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need them to do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
We destroy our own businesses. We kill our own people. We tearing ourselves down by means of all these drugs or whatever. I understand that sometimes we have no like other choices and things like that. Sometimes like in felons cases they can't get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like when are we gonna but I say that to say, like, but at the same time we're quick to blame like the white man for this, or blame society for this, or the country for this. It's like, no, my guy, no, my guy, you're the reason. You're a part of it. You just robbed this beauty store. You know what I'm saying? That just opened. That's just opened in the community. You just robbed it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's just silly. I don't know. It's just silly. But I believe in a strong community. That's definitely a start. Being there for one another, each other's kids, educating the youth. Like, you see the kids outside playing basketball, like, or doing something, educate them or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I
don't know.
definitely get what you're saying, because like you said, or like I said, if let's say we had a neighborhood park, I should be able to. I want to be able to trust that our girls are okay with the community. At the end of the day, I would now. I'm no way I will leave my kids at a park. Even they're toddlers, but even as they get older, my parents, I wouldn't say were strict on us, but they were a little bit. Far as we couldn't stay night at nobody's house for sleepovers. We couldn't be out past dark. My mom was walking us to the bus stop until we was probably a middle school. And at first I was very embarrassed. I'm like, why is she walking me to the bus stop? Like, girl, or why I can't stay the night? Everybody staying the night at her house. I can't do that and stuff like that. But me having kids, especially two girls, I definitely see. I'm not even gonna lie. No, you can't stay the night at such and such house. No, you can't. I'm walking to the bus stop. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you
that
gotta
parent.
do that sometimes.
I'm that parent. I can't. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to even function without my children.
Yeah.
So I just pray for those kids. Like,
yeah, that's disgusting.
I wish they would never shot. His name was what was his name? Salvador.
Whoever his damn name is.
Yeah, I wish they would never shot him, because I feel like he didn't do his time. He needed to do time. He needed to suffer. That's what needed to happen to him. He needed to suffer, because that was just ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. And also I feel like um the parents need their what is it called when someone loses someone, they be like, oh, they looking for the person. They need to get justice. I
Mm.
feel like the parents did not get justice. Although yes, he's dead, he's off the streets. That's not justice because I want to sit down and talk to you.
I mean, but
Why?
even if you think about it, though, even if you think about it, something happened to the kid, to the girls. Boom, somebody, you know what I'm saying, go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. No matter how much time they been in there, that time isn't enough time. You know what I'm saying. Then none of that time isn't going to like reverse what happened and bring the kids back.
But
So I feel
still,
like I don't feel like the time he did there, he's already scum. You know what I'm saying? I
mm,
don't feel like his time being where he should have been born at, you know what I'm saying, is gonna make me feel better. Like, okay, we even. Like, nah. Like, I don't know. I don't know what would be considered
but
even.
at
I
least
I mean, I do what you I do understand. I still
mm,
see what you're saying though.
yeah, because at least the parents will be able to try to figure out why. You know, like you said,
Yeah.
it's not gonna bring back nobody or
Most definitely.
you know,
I'm sure they definitely want to know why. I'm
yeah.
sure they definitely want to know
Mm-hmm.
why. And man, it's just this has been a lengthy podcast. It's probably my longest podcast. But
It needed to be talked about though. It
it's
needed to be. I feel like the news just tell a story. They don't get down to the nitty
I
gritty.
mean, they want to tell a story for sure. They want to get those views, and it's money.
Yeah,
But
but they don't really talk about what needs to be done. They just talk about what happened and
you
they
know
say,
why though? Let me tell you why though. You got to think about that again. Who's owns these news stations? I'm gonna just say this again. Might sound ignorant. I don't know, but I'm gonna throw money out there and say I'm guessing it's white people.
mm-hmm,
They not finna be out here figuring out what's going on in our neighborhoods.
mm-hmm,
They not finna be out here. What we need to do as people, the moment they're gonna go to us a victim, like they did in that Buffalo thing. The guy who shot in that who that in that store, he talked to one of the. He talked to a guy who frequently shops at the store.
mm-hmm,
The suspect um the yeah he talked to the guy who frequently shops at the store, and they had a real intellectual conversation.
mm-hmm.
Says the guy, says the customer, the guy who frequently shops there, and he said that how I hate when I lose my train of thought. My head be everywhere. Oh so the guy, like I said, he was yeah, they would just kept talking about the guy, how he talked to him first, and they asked if they thought the guy, as if it was a targeted murder. He's like, no, I don't know. Of course, he didn't. I'm certain he didn't understand the full. He didn't have full grasp on what evidence they had, as far as what was on the gun, what his motive was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm sure, but n- not once did they say what we need to do is, or you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, of course, they're just gonna try to get the news, but I don't know, man. This it's just same on, same on. We need our own utopia, like how they got in Black Panther. Um, it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? But that's something basically what we need. You know what I'm saying? Um, where we thrive, we got good jobs in our community. This you won't need to be selling drugs. You wouldn't need to be, you know what I'm saying,
There's other
robbing folk.
alternatives. Yes, there's other alternatives besides selling drugs and
Our
killing
own
each
gated
other.
community, like we need stuff like that. Educate our kids. Have community centers that we control. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just crazy, man. Like that's insane.
I feel like the Texas, they saying that you can be 18 to carry. That's ridiculous to me. Unless you have like a gun license or, I mean, I guess it's probably easy to get a gun license. I don't know, but I feel like I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I feel like we are as a community, we as people have to do better. And I'm not just saying putting the blame on us black people because, like I said, the Caucasian people out here, you know, doing crazy stuff too. And then, like you said, they always the excuse is, oh, this person is psychotic, they going through this, or oh, they was
Mm-mm.
being bullied. Okay, if he was being bullied in school, not any of the people we just got done
I
talking
got
about.
bullied in school.
But yeah, if he's getting bullied in school, why did 20 other people die randomly? Because they go in there shooting up anybody. They don't just shoot the bully. Like I don't understand that. Because I
Right.
remember one story. This black guy, this black kid was getting bullied. He was probably about, I want to say, between 12 and 14, so 12, 13, 14. And he was getting bullied, and he went to school with a knife, and he just stabbed his bully. And I'm not saying that that's right, because that wasn't right of what he did.
I didn't know
But
that
you
happened.
see,
He died.
I think the person did die. I think the person did die, but because he was really a quiet young boy. I heard about this story years ago, but or probably about a year ago or something like that. But I'm not saying he was right. I'm not trying to say, oh, he's black, so he was right. No, he should have took it a different way. Told his parents they should come out of school, stuff like that. But you see the difference of he getting bullied. He went after his bully. I guess he was trying to fight him, and when he tried to fight him, that's when he stabbed him. But you see how the approach is different. Like
Yeah, you
y'all,
protecting yourself
yeah,
as opposed to.
yeah. Instead
Yeah,
of
I feel
shooting
you.
up everybody
Yeah.
in the
I
school.
mean, you still shouldn't have a knife in school.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying. He wasn't right for what he did
yeah,
either.
yeah, you still, a
But you
life.
see, the approach is different.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it still doesn't make it right to kill anyone, but I definitely see how one is malicious. You know, your intent is to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, at least from what you told me, it sounds like he went in with the idea of
To protect
protecting myself. Like, look, I ain't out here I ain't trying to kill nobody, but if homeboy come step to me again, I'm gonna make him. He gonna be a piece of bacon.
Yeah, and I
You
feel
know
like
what I'm
with
saying?
that, you know, like I said, I'm definitely gonna be in my kids' life. I did hear about another story. This was years ago too. These girls was arguing over a boy. They was kids, and one of the girls, they met up at a bus stop or something. One of the girls took her uncle gun and shot her, and they took off running. Her friends and the other girlfriends took off running. She died too, and it's kind of like, why? Why is this going on? So that's why I will be in my kids' life all the time. I'm setting you down. What's going on? I want my girls to be able to talk to me about anything, no matter if they feel like they're gonna get in trouble. Like, oh, I got in a fight today. I'm suspended for a week. Okay, come talk to me. Let me know. Or even, and God forbid this, I'm not wishing no. Even if they a teenager become pregnant, I don't want them to feel like I gotta hide this from mom and dad, try to get a Porsche, come up with money so then I could sneak out of school to go get it. No, I want them to be able to come, sit down and tell us, I made a mistake. This is what's going on with me. I'm sorry. And then we go from there. I don't want them to feel like they have to hide anything from us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't do that. And that's where a lot of parents have to start doing. Become more in your kids.
Yeah, make it routine to have those type of conversations with your kid. Like, I also remember when I was growing up, I wasn't growing up in a rough household, but I never felt like I had an open floor to express myself. I just never felt like I did, and that's why I want to definitely give my kids an opportunity to express themselves, and definitely just tell me how you feel. Dad, you hurt my feelings when you said this, without me banishing them, or bashing them. I forgot the word. I'm sorry, but bashing them, I believe, for feeling how they're feeling, or taking taking their emotion as disrespect. You're not disrespecting me. You're telling me what my actions made you feel. You're not telling me, Dad, you ugly. You your daddy's son. You ain't saying nothing like that. And that is what it is.
I'm definitely gonna keep everything, real with the girls. If they ask me why can't I go to this hotel party, they're 14. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna let them know how the world is, how police officers are. I'm not gonna keep anything a secret from them. I want them to know, so they know they woke. They, as you know how you say, they woke. They know what's going on. They're aware of things, because a lot of parents just like, no, you just can't go to the party, and they like, why? And then next
because I said so.
Yeah, next the window open, they snuck out. No, I'm gonna tell you why. There's so much stuff going on, so many killings. The party, you never know who's there, what type of drugs could be alcohol. Next somebody got a gun. You get drunk. Next God forbid you get raped at this party. I'm gonna keep it 100. I want you to know everything so you can be aware. So, hopefully a lot of parents can do that. like I said, definitely feel sorry for those kids, and they haven't released all the names and pictures and stuff, but it looked like mainly a Hispanic school. It looked like,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
definitely,
definitely mainly Hispanic. Um,
definitely sending prayers. So
yeah, like I doubt he has a brother that went there. I doubt he knew somebody that went to
right,
that
he
school.
didn't.
Um,
He just did what
you
he
know,
wanted
so
to.
in regards to the Buffalo shooting, that was the he. It was looked up. That was the neighborhood that had the highest density of blacks
Hmm.
there. That was closest to where he lived.
Oh, where he? Because I thought he drove like an hour out. They said or something like that.
He drove a while away, but that was the one that had the the
So
highest amount from where he lived.
yeah, so like you said, it wasn't something overnight. He
No,
did
it
his
wasn't overnight.
research,
Yeah,
and
it's just man, look, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like you almost ain't safe to go get some milk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring a gun with you to get some milk.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Before you go to a store, you gotta look at all the exits. You know what I'm saying? You can't even relax. You know what I'm saying? The world's already crazy. We got this coronavirus. We got all this other stuff happening. And yeah, let me just hold on. That man looking a little weird over there by the cheese. You know,
Yeah.
he might not like the sale. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be on that. I just want to go in, get my food, chill. Cause usually when I go to the store by myself, sometimes I have my headphones on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just chilling. And yeah, I'm just listening to my music, just vibing. You know, let it all work out. You know,
Okay.
just chilling.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and you know, I just imagine like if I just I'm see people running like you know, I mean I'm black. I'm not finna just stand there and like hey what's going on? I'm taking off
Okay.
too. I'm taking off too, but I'm also gonna like what the hell take my headphones off and
Mm.
I don't know man. It's just it's so I don't know. It's silly. It's silly.
And one of the guys that actually lost his life, in the at the
The
one
security
of the
guard.
victims, not him, one of the victims, uh, the young lady said that it was the day before his birthday, and they sent him to the store to get some food because he was going to cook. It was her dad, and they didn't know he wasn't going. He actually cashed out and never made it out. So that's actually like really sad. Like I don't know. It's just
That's
ridiculous.
sad.
And now I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if Kwame you remember this, but when I go to the store, I used to always ask you to go with me. I used to always want Kwame to go with me, and because I don't like going to stores by myself. I'm not gonna lie. I hate going grocery shopping. It's the worst. I don't know if everybody else feel like that, but it's like the worst thing. Like if I can get it to my door, thank you. But I hate going grocery shopping. But now because of how everything is, and this is not even something recently, um, I stopped asking Kwame to go. I go by myself so they can stay home. And in my mind, I want to just be worried about myself. I don't want to be like, dang, it's shooting going on. Oh my God. You on the other side. Because sometimes we don't really split up that much. We really don't. We always kind of stay together. But let's just say you on the other side, I'm here, and I got to worry about. No, I want to just focus on myself. So that's why I kind of go by myself and I just say, hey, can you help me with groceries when I come in? But I hate going to grocery stores. But it's not even like, oh, I could pick Walmart over a smaller store because they targeting, you know, other stores. Just here, in Wisconsin, where we're located. Remember that shooting they said was at the mall or something? I don't know if you remember
I
that.
think so. Yeah.
And it's just crazy. I'm like, what? Like people just out of control. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even put one word on it of what to say. Like I just can't. Like it's terrible. Like you said, 3 shootings in 30 days. Like, and it's like you pray and hope that it's the end of it. When is enough enough? But you turn around, somebody else sitting there. To this day, as we sitting here talking about this, it's probably someone in a room researching something to, you know, like.
Yeah, man, it's coming too frequent.
Because I remember in Illinois, they shot up the bowling alley. I don't know if you heard about that. They shot up a bowling alley, and somebody shut up a bowling alley, and some people lost their life, some people ran out the door, and I'm like, it was Don Carter's, so yeah, and we used to go there a lot when I was a kid. Go there a lot, and I'm just like, that's ridiculous. You can't even go bowling, so I can't go to the mall, bowling, grocery store, church,
Yeah.
like. I gotta stay in my
I
house.
mean, it makes you see why all these rich people, they get all that stuff inside their house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But man, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's old. It been old. Like, come on now. You shooting other people for what? Like, what ain't even that is old, new, whatever. It's just it's reckless. It's silly. It's not necessary. I don't know. You got any final thoughts?
No, just we got to do better as a community. Get together. Let's figure it out. Figure it out before we crying next. Not saying we, but we as the black community are crying next because our child, our sibling, our mother, our father, our brother, our sister. Yeah. Let's figure it out. Figure it out before it's too late. That's what I'll have to say.
Yeah, I definitely feel for all the families, not just touched today
Mm-hmm.
and with the elementary school, but any of them has shootings,
Mm-hmm.
any of the reckless killings that have been happening, whether with the mass shooters or cops or anyone. I feel for them because that's you never expect to not see your loved one the next day. You know what I'm saying, or hear from them. And whenever I'm be honest, whenever I hear something like that, something crazy on that happened in my city, I'll be like, I hope to God it's not nobody I know.
Mm-hmm.
None of my family. My family lives all over the city. It's usually around that area that they
Mm-hmm.
be at, and I look at the name or the age. I'm like, okay, he was 20. You know what I'm saying, he 33 or you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, no, nobody I know is that age or whatever. You know what I'm saying, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. And I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit better. It's still sad, but it's just, you always. I'm a warrior. Um, I'm not warrior. I'm a warrior, but I'm a worrier. That's what I meant to say. I'm always worrying about something, especially my family nowadays with all this stuff going.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely need to do better as a community, come together, um, and actually be a community. Yeah, that's all I got for it.
Me as well.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a long one, so if you stuck in, I appreciate you listening. Again, this is Kia. You can, where can they find you at?
You can find me on TikTok